So I just discovered another little gem in one of our favorite books here, The Mamba Mentality. And I know I share this quite a lot, but on page 29, there is another little secret that I want to share with you. And I'm going to flip to page 29 for you now, just to make sure that we get this right. The quote on the page, the main quote says, "I didn't only train my body, I trained my mind too." And this is where Kobe actually describes in a little bit more detail how he went about training his mind. And he did something that almost nobody does. Almost nobody does. And it's so, so simple. He simply focused his mind throughout his daily life on whatever he was doing in the moment. Now, that's very simple. It means when you are washing the dishes, you focus on washing the dishes. When you're reading a book, you focus on reading a book. When you're in a conversation or watching one of these videos or doing your homework, or when you're in class listening to your teacher, your mind's not wandering. It's in the moment, focused on what you are doing in that moment, especially when it's not something all that exciting, like washing the dishes or doing your homework or studying or whatever the case may be. Almost nobody does this. If you pay attention to where your mind tends to sit throughout the day, what you'll find is that, well, almost all of us are stuck in this sort of discursive thought throughout the entire day. We're telling ourselves stories in our mind. We're thinking about different things. Our mind's jumping from this thing to that thing, from impulse to impulse, picking up our phone, thinking about the things that we're seeing on our phone. It's all over the place. This is the exact opposite of what we want to do on the basketball court. If we talk about the very first law of the deep game, the law of presence, it states that performance increases as thought decreases. So if we spend every moment of most of our days stuck in our thoughts, how well are we going to be able to drop down into the present moment and focus our mind on the game itself when the time comes? Not very well. And Kobe realized this very early in his life. So he says, again, on page 29, if you want to check this out, that no matter what he was doing, he focused his mind in the moment on that thing. That's how he was able to tap into the zone almost at will when he stepped on the basketball court, because he was training himself to be in the zone, which again is just a fancy word for the present moment. He was training himself to be in the present moment throughout his daily life. So he is sort of, to the best of his ability, in this form of continuous meditation practice. And what you will find, your mind may object to this a little bit and come up with things like, if I'm not thinking all the time, how am I going to figure out what to do? How am I going to even be functional or operational in my daily life? And what you'll find, give this a try, you will be so much more functional, and you will perform at such a higher level. You'll be so much more spontaneously responsive to everything that happens in your daily life. You will do everything better because performance increases as thought decreases. When you're in a conversation with somebody, if you are thinking about what you're saying as you're saying it, you're going to stifle yourself and trip yourself up. Conversation happens most naturally and spontaneously when you're simply in the moment reacting. Again, I'm using this word over and over, spontaneously in the moment. So again, performance increases as thought decreases across the board on the basketball court and off it. And the more you train yourself to follow this law in your daily life, the more effortlessly you'll follow this law on the court. So I hope this helped you out. It's not an easy thing to do by any means. Continuous meditation practice is no joke. And there are retreats that I've been on where we hold continuous meditation, for a week at a time, or even longer in some cases. I just finished a meditation apprenticeship where we held a certain form of meditative practice for 18 months. Okay, 18 months. So this gets really advanced and really deep, but you can start just by when you're washing the dishes, focus your mind on washing the dishes. When you're eating, focus your mind on eating. When you're in class, focus your mind on the class. Don't allow your mind to jump all over the place and to be stuck in discursive thought, because that mental habit will be grooved, and it will be so hard to break that once you step on the basketball court. So again, I hope this helped you out. I know it's not easy to do, but begin this practice. It will help you so, so much. And I will see you in the next one. Hey, it's Taylor. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. And if you did, the best thing to do right now while it's fresh in your mind is to head over to deepgame.com and join us in our free masterclass. Now, this is where you'll learn all 8 laws of the deep game and all of the fundamentals that you need to know about the part of basketball that's played with the mind. We've had players call this the best hour of basketball learning of their lives, and it's completely free right now. So head over to deepgame.com to join us, and I will see you there.